She calls it African American. So she's not a true African.
What does it matter?
They're African American, and or she calls them Black American. She doesn't call them African at all.
Why?
She gets pissed off. I don't know. She gets pissed off. She's like, they're not from Africa. They're not African. My child isn't an African. He was born here.
I think you told me this before, and she said she didn't understand it because everybody was so racist here.
Yeah, everybody here is like incredibly racist. Like,
I thought America was the land of the free and the land of opportunity.
She says, as far as what she says, is that, you know, she's from Africa and she doesn't understand why everybody over here is so fucking racist. Not so much the white people, but the black people. She doesn't get it.
No,
that's the concept.
I think that both nationalities are ignorant in and of themselves because some white people are still doing the whole KK thing, and the black people are still thinking that, oh my God, the white people are trying to bring us down and all this other crazy nonsense. Oh, I'm getting pulled over because I'm black. But wait a minute, there is a black man pulling you over. Do you think the white man told him to pull you over with his tiny cameras that are watching us everywhere?
Yeah, kind of. It's just like this. When everybody else has anything else, they try to claim to some sort of group to make themselves feel like they're important. And then somebody else is oppressing them. They have to be.
Oppressing them?
Yeah.
America's already impressed by itself.
It's funny, it's just the most racist country in the world. You say it's not, but it is, like, ridiculously. There's more emphasis on race here in this country than anywhere in the world. Anywhere.
You do know America is falling apart at the seams, right?
It's falling apart as what?
At the seams.
Because we've gone from an industrialized country to a commercialized country. We sell everybody else's shit and we don't make anything.
Of course we don't make anything because everybody else is making our shit for us. And then we got...
Yeah, and it used to be cheap, but now it's just as expensive as it would be if we had made it. So, I don't grasp the point. Why don't we just start making our own shit all over again? In all these countries that we have deals with, we just start taxing the living shit out of them.
Yeah, true. And if we couldn't find a way to tax the hell out of everything, then where would we be?
It's the whole reason why people tax... It's the whole reason why people tax imports.
Whoa.
So that they save their job. It's kind of the whole idea.
Their job? What about everybody else's job? Everybody
else. Every country has to look out for itself.
I understand that, but you just can't rule everything else out and just like let your country fall to pieces.
It's like, that's like somebody not watching out for their house or their family or their children, like somehow they're supposed to be taking care of the community. You don't see that shit.
No, I don't. I don't see anybody. I never see anybody taking care of anything. And I think it's funny that all of the black people think that since Obama is black, that he's going to take care of everything, fix everything, make everything better.
Well, the thing is, too, he's mixed.
I know he's mixed.
He's no more black than he is white. That's like saying my kid is white. She's not. Or saying she's black. She's not. She's neither.
Yeah, but everybody is so caught up. No, scratch that. Not everybody. Black people are caught up in living in their own color because they think society sees them as black. That may be true to a certain extent, but you have to prove, apparently what my mom says, according to my mom, black people have to constantly prove themselves to the white people, the white man, so that they can get jobs and they can be whatever they want to be.
That's bullshit. Because I've been white, and I've been fucking turned down for multiple jobs because I was white. I wasn't black.
I know you're not black. I mean,
I'm just saying, I've been well overqualified to have a job, and because where I live in Baltimore City, it's like almost 70% black and 20-something% Hispanic. There's hardly any white people. It's hard to get a job if you're white. Wherever somebody else is the majority, it's harder for the minority to get a job. So if you go inside the cities, it's harder for white people, most white people, except for a certain profession.
But it's hard for everybody to get a job. Just because you're black doesn't mean you're not going to be able to get a job. Just because one company is run by a white person doesn't mean, oh my God, I'm not going to get a job because I'm black. Dude, I'm white, black, and whatever else.
And there's the guy in the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
People thought he was going to uphold affirmative action, this and that, and everything else because he was black. He said, no, that's racist. That's completely stupid.
That is racist.
Whether or not you're qualified or not. And he basically turned it down.
I'm just tired of African Americans bitching all the time about being black. You're supposed to be proud. You're supposed to be proud of your black heritage. You're supposed to be proud because you're black. You're supposed to be proud because your people fought for your freedom. You're supposed to be proud because why can't I just be proud because of me? I understand that there's no more slavery, but who made that possible?
Like it's an accomplishment. It's like me saying, "Oh, I'm German." That's a fucking accomplishment. It ain't a fucking accomplishment.
It's not an accomplishment.
What did I do to become German? I mean, really?
Yeah.
I was born. You know.
You exist.
I exist, and because I'm this, I should be, all into it. Because I have nothing else better to do.
Exactly. And what about all of the other black people that didn't give a damn about whether they got a chance to vote or not? I mean, even if I do vote and my opinion is heard and I lose, then I voted for no reason, because that's honestly how I would feel about that.
Well, most people don't vote because of that reason.
Yeah.
Because the vote doesn't count. I mean, well, you saw that when Bush got elected. I mean,
there's no point.
He got less votes than Al Gore got, but he still won the election.
For real.
He did, and the Supreme Court put him in.
Obama, or are we talking about somebody else?
I was talking about Bush.
Oh, Bush is stupid.
That's how Bush got in there, because he actually lost the election as far as votes, but because the way the stupid system they have it set up, each state is worth something, and that's how it worked out. He won, even though he lost the popular vote.
So he cheated.
Well, it's not very. It's Republican. It's not very democratic.
Richard Nixon cheated.
Yeah, but Richard Nixon is going to win anyway.
Oh, then
He's
wow.
already winning by a landslide.
Then he wasted his time. So he wasted his time and died for a half-assed purpose and just screwed everything up.
Oh, yeah. That's what those things, it's how they happen.
See, these are the things that people should be talking about instead of all this other BS. Like
we got into Vietnam, we did this and that, and that was Kennedy who started us up in there, and nobody said shit about him, did they?
No, they didn't. Nobody ever glorifies the important stuff. All we glorify is the ignorant, stupid bullshit that just comes on TV or whatever is spouted out in the news. The news is...
Well, yeah, that's what happens on the news. Do you see anything good on the news?
No.
Yeah.
The only...
Unless it's a holiday and they tell you to go out and buy stuff and have a good time because you're going to spend money, and they're going to tell you it's sunny, it's going to be nice and sunny even though it's going to rain.
Yeah, that's stupid. the only thing new that came on the news was the megabus. And they thought the megabus was going to be a huge thing. Oh my god, it's perfect. It costs less. Nothing bad could happen to the megabus. And I jinxed it. I literally jinxed it. I was like, your megabus isn't going to be perfect anymore because it's going to burn up one day and you'll be like, oh, I'm not going to get on the megabus anymore. That's how I felt about the megabus.
I remember when I walked inside the CNN building and the guy dragged that girl down the escalators. He was at the very top. And I had just gotten off the MARTA. I walked inside of there. He was dragging her down by there, shot her in the head, and all the police looked confused. But they never made it on CNN, did it?
Nope. See, there's nothing important going on. That's why I don't watch the news. First of all, it's depressing. Second of all, I don't want to hear about anybody getting kidnapped, raped, houses catching on fire, and things blowing up. What I want to hear is anything other than America's stupidity. Every time someone gets arrested, guess what color they are? They're black. Every time someone gets shot, guess what color they are? Black. Why?
Yeah, I thought it was the most ridiculous thing when that one guy, which he did fuck up, and he was an idiot, and he went out, and the younger boy was out there, and he was probably doing some shit anyway, so it doesn't really matter. He went out there, started some shit with him, and fucking, he probably did grab a hold of him, the boy fucking hit him, and he shot him. That's just point blank. What I thought was extremely racist about the entire thing is that they said the man was, that he was white. He's not white. He was never white. And the NAACP jumped on it, and after they found out he wasn't white, the NAACP looked kind of stupid. So, to keep things in check, they stayed behind her and supported it anyway. Even though a lot of the different, funny black leaders backed away and said, this is,
I want someone...
This isn't good news.
I want someone to do something about the stupidity. Because every time the news comes on and the old people are watching, you know that sound they make when they're like, That sound, that annoying sound, like, oh my god. I want someone to do something about this. Because people, like, I guess I feel like the only reason why there's a YouTube is for people to act ignorant. And also for people to get their expressive, open ways, thoughts out, You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like a way to vent, and we're venting right now, and we're actually 12 minutes into this venting session about America and racism. We just literally had a 12-minute conversation about this.
Well, things are racist on both sides.
I think racism is hilarious.
It's racist on all sides here.
I don't care. I think it's hilarious.
It's not just, white people. It's not just, Mexican people. Because there's a lot of Mexican people, for a lot of reasons, I can understand. Like black people. Black people don't like Mexicans.
I like Mexicans.
But I do too. I don't have a problem. But a lot of people, that's immediate. That's what it is.
That's because.
Why I don't.
That's because they think Mexicans are taking all the jobs, and even if that is true or isn't true, it shouldn't matter. You just want to work just as hard as they work, and because they fought to get over here. They fought to get over here to this place that we call the land of the free, the land of the opportunity, when there isn't that much opportunity at all.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of miseducation, too.
Yes.
Like, we teach people in school, Abraham Lincoln, yay, ended slavery, this and that. They don't tell you inside of there is that Abraham Lincoln had slaves in the White House.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln's Reconstruction plan, look at it. He planned to send people to a section of land in Panama and also Liberia that he owned. His plan was to move every single black person out of the country. Nobody fucking goes back and looks at what the facts are. He was killed before his plan could go into effect. His Reconstruction plan, a different plan, took over.
That's because everybody didn't That's because all the white people back then were lazy ass butt fucks.
Yeah. Like Benjamin Franklin, they said that he went out there with that kite and the keys.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. He had his son go out and do that, and he stood inside of a shed on a block of wax. He was afraid he was going to get electrocuted.
Ben Franklin killed his own child.
You know, the kid lived, but he was afraid he was going to get killed, but he sent his kid out there anyway.
Murderer. What's wrong with the past? Does anything not make sense, or is it just a bunch of bullshit?
Yeah, people talk about all the forefathers are overlay this and this and that, and I would say no.
I told
I mean, you can look at Thomas Jefferson. He rewrote the whole Bible and took out every single thing that he didn't like in it.
Thomas.
George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, for God's sake, he was in so many bordellos and whorehouses out here that it was an embarrassment to Congress. They sent him over there to France to be a diplomat, and he got in so much trouble over in Paris in the bordellos that they shipped his ass back.
That's messed up. Why isn't any of this stuff in the textbooks? Do they just think it's not that
They
important?
tell you what's his name? Trying to think. The guy who ran around and told everybody the British was coming. That man rode for about 12 miles. The guy who went all the way down is hardly even heard of. The guy who actually did all that stuff, it's hardly ever heard of. I don't know.
I mean, the dude with the bell, he was like, the British are coming, the British are coming, the British are coming.
Yeah.
He woke everybody up.
He didn't wake everybody else up. Another man did it. That man rode his horse for about 6 miles one direction and about a couple miles. He went about 12 miles and stopped.
That's ridiculous.
But the other guy rode something like, I forget how many, he rode a couple 100 miles.
Somebody smarter than somebody else. But the butthole that rode the shortest amount of time got more credit than the other guy.
It's because he got put in the news. Because he knew people.
That's crazy. That's crazy, unfair, and chauvinistic, and I don't like it.
Well, I think there's a huge miseducation given to the public. And a lot of that, I would have to put that on probably public schools.
Public schools.
Yeah, probably.
I never liked public schools. I mean, everything was like...
Well, you had to cost because they tried to go against, was it the voucher program?
Yes.
They got the school voucher thing. And the amount of money that they spend per student for private school is less than half of what they spent on public school.
What about that?
And the worst performing schools in Washington, D.C. spends the most.
That's ridiculous. What about that thing? Okay, is that thing that Bush has, No Child Left Behind? Is that garbage still in effect?
Yeah, it's still in effect. It had a lot of good things. It's flawed to an extent, but it actually made schools be responsible and actually have to be accountable for whether or not the kids are actually learning anything.
Yeah.
Because this is a naked past, and they don't know anything.
I don't think they know anything, because look at them right now. My generation sucks ass.
And
Half
they're just
of,
not educated.
I know. Half of them are either going to become pregnant, gutter sluts, prostitutes, hookers, strippers.
That's one thing I saw on MTV. I thought it was this one thing. You're 16, you're pregnant, whatever. You're trying to do, like other kids, this and that. It's another thing to glorify and say it's the most wonderful thing ever.
The show is stupid.
That's what you want to do in your life. That's fine.
No, it's
but
not.
to tell everybody that's what they should be doing, I mean, that's kind of screwed up.
Wait, what about?
That's some miseducation.
There's also the something about Secret Teenage Life, something like that.
What?
Secret teenage life.
Oh yeah, was it 16 and pregnant too, something like that. I don't know.
What is it called? My Secret Teenage Life?
Oh shit. I gotta go in here and talk to some doctors, whatnot. But I'll talk to you later, alright?
Tell the people thank you for listening.
Oh yeah, thank you for listening, everybody.
We'll do it again at some random point in time.
Yeah, I mean, I have a college education. I mean, but that ain't doing no good for me.
Everybody, this is Aaron on the phone. Aaron's in Baltimore. Hey,
Yeah.
Aaron.
And my child is half black.
His
Half
child
black.
is mixed. She's not black. Let's not get that wrong, society. But you wouldn't know that because you're not doctors. All of you aren't doctors. Only a doctor would know.
Alright, you take it easy.
I will.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, you guys should watch Shane Dawson, Floofy Talks, Jenna Marbles, The Key of Awesome, and if you like to do makeup, Michelle Phan. Good chick, good Asian chick. I know I only did one eye. That's me. I like it. Whatever. Goodbye. Stop it.